to another episode of Revealing Biblical Truths. In this video, I will be going over some of the archaeological sites at the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and comment down below on what you think about these sites. The Mount of Olives is a mountain range east of and adjacent to Jerusalem's Old City. It is named for the olive groves that once covered the slopes. In this first picture, we see an aerial view of the Mount of Olives with a cemetery. It is named for the olive groves that once covered its slopes. The southern part of the mount was the Silwan necropolis, attributed to the ancient Judean kingdom. The mount has been used as a Jewish cemetery for over 3,000 years and holds approximately 150,000 graves, making it central in the tradition of Jewish cemeteries. In this picture, we see a view of the western slopes of Mount Olives looking from the Temple Mount across the Kidron Valley. In the middle of the picture is the Church of All Nations. In this next picture, we see the facade of the Basilica of Agony, also called the Church of All Nations, at the Mount of Olives. It is a Roman Catholic church believed to enshrine a section of bedrock where Yahusha is said to have prayed before his arrest. It was built in May of 1924 on the foundations of two earlier churches, one 12th century Crusader chapel and a 4th century Byzantine basilica. This next picture is the Garden of Gethsemane at the foot of the Mount of Olives. To the left is the Church of All Nations. Most famous in the garden is the place where Yahusha prayed and his disciples slept the night before Yahusha's crucifixion. The Garden of Gethsemane became a focal site for early Christian pilgrims. It was visited in 333 by the anonymous Pilgrim of Bordeaux. The next site is the entrance to the Tomb of Mary within the courtyard of the Crusader area, Church of the Virgin Mary. The cave is located in an underground cut rock cave in the Valley of Jehoshaphat on the foothills of the Mount of Olives. It is believed to be the burial place of Miriam, the mother of Yahusha. The next one is the Chapel of Ascension at the Mount of Olives. It is now situated inside the courtyard of a 12th century mosque. Traditionally, this site is believed to be the earthly spot where Yahusha ascended into heaven 40 days after his resurrection. It houses a slab of stone believed to contain one of his footprints. It is a larger part of a complex consisting first of a Christian church and a monastery, then an Islamic mosque. Next, we see a Jewish cemetery on the Mount of Olives. The cemetery contains around 70,000 burials dating back to 3,000 years, including the tombs of some famous figures in Jewish history. During the First and Second Temple periods, the Jews of Jerusalem were buried in burial caves scattered on the slopes of the mount, and from the 16th century forward, the cemetery began to take its present shape. The old Jewish cemetery sprawled over the slopes of the Mount of Olives, looking over the Kidron Valley, the Valley of Jehoshaphat. In this next picture, we see the tomb of Bnei Hazir, meaning the sons of Hazir. It is the oldest of 4 monumental rock-cut tombs that stand in the Kidron Valley, Jerusalem, and dates to the period of the Second Temple. It is a complex of burial caves. The tomb was originally accessed from a single rock-cut stairwell, which descends to the tomb from the north. The tomb of Absalom, or the Pillar of Absalom, is also visible to the right, next to the Bnei Hazir tomb. And finally, this is looking across the Kidron Valley toward the old city of Jerusalem. There are plenty more of archaeological sites that have been uncovered, so stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, Shalom.